In this video, we are going to work on the smoothing of the base for your contrasting coil pot. Grab your bowl out and continue to smooth for this second day just to get a little bit more refining touches on the inside of your pot. Even though we won't be able to see them fully, it's important to still continue to do that level of craftsmanship. We're going to trim that top layer down so it matches the height of the bowl. Go ahead and grab your knife, kind of cut through down to the edge of the bowl and then start to trim all the way around. Remove that trimming and then you are going to want to smooth it out. Take your round yellow sponge, get it wet, and then go over the surface of that so it's nice and even and ready to go to be taken out of the mold. Take a plastic bag and fill in the center of the bowl so that when we flip it over, it still has some support. Next, put a board on top, and if you don't have a wooden board, you can use a hardcover book. That works as well. Just make sure you protect it with like a sheet of paper or something so it doesn't damage the cover. Then just like in Pottery 1, when we made our coil pots, you're going to do one hand on top of the board, one hand under the bowl, and flip it on over. Tap it a little bit and lift the bowl off. If the bowl is having a hard time lifting off, your clay might be too moist still, so you can dry it out just a tiny bit with just letting it sit by air drying, or you can get a hair dryer for just a second. Just don't dry it too long. Take the newspaper off and throw it away. You're going to start to blend the lines together. Just use your finger to do so. Be careful not to push too hard on your pot, otherwise you will have to start again. We will be smoothing it next, so a little rougher surface is okay. Take a serrated edge. You can use a serrated knife just like the one in your packet. It works just fine, and you can go over it just like we did with the serrated rib. Same process that we did for our double pinch pots to smooth it. You want to go up and score up the entire piece, letting it roughed up so that we can start to get the hills and valleys to come together. Grab your white plastic card and start to smooth over the top. Be careful not to push too hard. The white card seems to be working really well, but it'll kind of let you know where the valleys are that you still have to go back in and fill in. Smooth it out with your thumb next, getting all of the little imperfections that came from the card smoothed out. Repeat that process a few times until you have a nice, neat, solid bowl. We are going to be seeing the entire surface of that bowl when we are done, so it does need to look like you took the time to perfect the craftsmanship of the piece. Leave it upside down on the board for a while. Go ahead and wrap it back up so it sets up to be about leather hard almost, and we will flip it over in our next video and start to do our decoration.